In this video, I'm going to build a camera app using Objective-C. On the Xcode app, I'll create a new project. I'll resize the window. Okay, next I'll click iOS and then app. I'll name the product as photo app, and I'll select the language as Objective-C and click next. I'll save it in my desktop. Okay, now I'll go first. We'll design the UI. So here we have our main storyboard. Now I'll drag in a UI view. I'll resize it and set auto resizing like this and change its background to light gray. Next, I'll drag in the button that. I'll go to the auto resizing, set it like this. And next I'm going to set the text as take photo. I'll set the text color as white, the background to green. Okay. Next I'll add image view, an image view here. I'll set its content mode to aspect to fit, and I'll change the auto resizing like this. Okay, now I'll open the assistant. Okay, first we'll move to our .h file. Next I'll import the avfoundation.h header file, and here we are going to use av capture photo delegate. Okay, first we are going to create property. Now we are going to create some instance strong. Okay, first we are going to create av capture photo output. We'll name as photo output. I'll copy this line, paste it 3 times. Then we are going to use av capture session. We'll name this one as capture session. This one to video preview layer, and we are going to change this to av capture video preview layer. Okay, next we are going to create some functions with one return type bool and the other void. The bool will name it as start reading, and with the void we'll name it stop reading. Now we'll go to our .m file and create the object of these the UI view, the button, and the image view. I'm going to name this as video view. this one as take photo, and this one to photo output. Okay, I'll also create a trigger for the take photo. Okay. So first I will assign capture session to nil. Next I'm going to call the start reading. Now I'll create a start reading. So first we are going to create ns error. I'll name it error. Next we are going to create AV capture device input. We'll name it as device AV capture device. So we'll use capture device. The AV capture device will access the camera or microphone. Okay. So next we are going to use AV capture device, then device. With media type we are going to use AV media type video. Next we are going to use AV capture device input, AV capture input, name it as device input. Okay, next we are going to use AV capture device input, device input. Then we are going to use device with device. We are going to use capture device. Okay, and over here we are going to use the error. Okay, so I'll use ampersand error. Okay, device input will capture the input through the camera. Next we are going to check if the device input is available. Device input. If it's not available, it's like this, then we'll print an error. Before that we'll return yes. Okay, we'll print error as error %at, and when we are going to use error dot localize description, then we are going to return no. Okay, next we are going to allocate memory for the capture session. So we are going to allocate AV capture session, will allocate init. So the AV capture session will connect input and output and throw an error whether there's an error. Okay, next we are going to use the photo output, which is our video preview layer. Okay, so we are going to use AV capture photo output and new. Okay, output will capture the media recorded in the capture session. Okay, next we are going to if it's else, this we are going to use if. So we're going to give the condition as if the capture session can add input, device input. If it can add the input, and capture session can add output, which is our photo output. If it can add this one to its output, then we'll add the photo we'll use add input, device input. Copy this, paste it. Or here we're going to use output, add output, and here we are going to use photo output. Okay, if it can't add the input, then we'll use else. It'll print an error, so we'll use nslog error.localize description, and we're going to use error can unable to initialize camera. We're going to use %at. Okay, next we are going to use dispatch q dot underscore t, dispatch underscore q underscore t I forgot S T. Okay, we're going to name global queue, and we are going to initialize it with dispatch get global queue, dispatch underscore get global queue. Or here we are going to use dispatch queue priority high, dispatch queue priority high, and over here we are going to use 0. Okay, next a semicolon and use bracket. Okay, next we are going to use dispatch async, dispatch underscore async. Or here we are going to use first global queue and then brackets semicolon. Inside this we are going to self capture session will start the process. So you start running. Next we are going to use again dispatch async. Over here we are going to use dispatch get main queue. Get main queue. And we are going to use like that. Okay. So we are using this so that it will stop all the process and it will execute the code which we will write inside this first. Okay. Next, first we are going to use self video preview layer equals to, we are going to allocate memory av capture video preview layer alloc we are going to use init with session. We are going to use capture session. Next we are going to use square brackets. We'll use self video preview layer set video gravity. We are going to use AV layer video gravity asterisk to fill. Next we are going to use AV video preview layer, the video preview layer, and next we are going to set its frame as our video video view dot bounds. Okay. Dot layer bounds. Next we'll use our video view dot layer dot add sub layer. We are going to use the video preview layer. Okay. Now let's test our code. So I'll change it to phone and I'll upload it. Okay, now I'll upload it. It's coming. This app has crashed because it attempted. Oh yes, we have to use the description to use the camera. So I'll go to our for playlist. I'll shift the root to the left. We'll use the camera. I'll use privacy. Camera usage description. We're going to allow camera. Now let's check it out. I'll replace it. Okay, now you see that photo app would like to access your camera. So we'll click OK. And now you see that the video you can see in my UI view. Okay, you can see my keyboard. Okay. Next, we are going to proceed further for our capture output. Use capture output did finish process photo. Okay. Next we are going to use ns data. Okay, and we are going to name it as image data. Image data. Okay, we're going to assign it with, we'll use photo, which is inbuilt in this function. You can see it right in the function, right here. So we are going to use the photo.file data representation. Next we are going to use an if condition. If image data, then we'll create a UI image. You're going to assign it with UI image, then image with data. You're going to use image data. Okay. Next we are going to show that image in our output view. So we'll use photo output dot image equals to image. Okay. Next, now let's over here in our take photo photo trigger, which we have created for our button. In that we will use AV capture photo settings. Capture. So now we are going to set the settings for the photo. Settings, we'll name it as settings equals to, we will assign it with AV capture photo settings. AV capture photo settings, then photo settings with format. For here we are going to use like this, AV video code key. Then we are going to use colon AV video code key as JPEG. Next we'll use the photo output or video preview layer. Okay. Photo output. Okay, we are going to use capture photo with settings. We are going to use settings and delegate as self. So it will call the capture output automatically. Okay, now I will upload my app. Okay, now I'll click take photo. I'll just set the background color to light gray. Okay, can't set it as photo output because there is a warning, so I'll disconnect outlet. I'll rename it to output view and paste it there. Select it right there. Oh, that was here. Okay, now I'll upload it again. Okay, you can see that. Okay, now you see that it's taking the photo. Okay, I'll close it. Go to the photo library in our phone. So we'll use UI photo. Okay, here we are going to use image. We are going to give nil, nil, and nil. So this will it'll save the image in our photo library. So now I will upload the app. Okay, now you can see my camera. Okay, now you see it gave an exception. That's because we have to ask the access like we did for the privacy camera. So we have to use privacy photo library photo library additions user description. We're going to use allow photo library. I'll just privacy just add row. So I'll go down. Okay, so we have photo library user description. I'm going to use allow photo library. Okay, next we are going to again replace it. Okay, now you can see my mouse. I'll click photo, and now you see that the image message came. Photo app would like to access your photo library, so I'll click allow access to all photos. Now if you go to your photos app, you will see that the image will be saved. Okay, so that means that our app is working fine. Thank you for watching this video, and I hope you found this video interesting.